Cool. You want to go first then? I'll post it in Roll20. Do you want to read it out? I'm eating. Yep. So if somebody rocks up, proves that they're the heir, you would keep the sword anyway. Jerk. Righto. So nothing too shocking there. Atlas, you want to go?
Sure.
There you go.
So just read it out.
Yep.
Dear Atlas, you've been separated from the group for some time. Tell your party what you've been doing, the roll plus charisma. Well, I've been communicating with my deity, essentially. And, yeah, I just went, secluded myself, just sacred some ground, or whatever it's called. And, yeah. Do I have any charisma? I do.
You should have charisma, you're a paladin.
That would make sense. 9. Baltar has blessed me. You're refreshed compared to the coming ordeal.
Righto, so mark you 2 XP on the sheet. And Romerick.
Hi, gozaimasu.
Wait, I'll have a
There
look.
you go. Yes, you do. There you go. Mason, do you want to read that out and respond appropriately?
Whoa, you're a bit quiet there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I got volume like really full. It's just weird that everyone's quiet. That's all. Well, mainly Squid.
I'll try and fix it. Is that better?
No, I still look quiet. I might just turn you up a bit.
Cause yeah, it's only TeamSpeak that makes me quiet.
Okay.
Yeah. Roll20. Like I haven't changed any settings since Roll20. It's weird. But yeah, do you want to read out the thing I posted in Roll20 chat and respond or whatever?
Okay. It's from my wisdom. Was it 2d6 you said? The rolls?
Yeah, 2d6.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm eating.
Whoops. Damn it, I forgot to add my wisdom. I'll just look at my wisdom and see what I get for that. What's the character? His character sheets.
+2. You're still
Yeah,
fell.
I still gotta help them out. Yeah, that's annoying.
So on a mission, you've been back to the forest, but you can't find them.
Stuff. Yeah, totally. Well, I guess I know what I'll be doing in this mission.
Alright, so I guess we're starting in Labyrinth City. Where exactly are you coming from, Atlas? Where were you? Were you in the city somewhere, or were you outside the city on some ground you'd consecrated, or what?
Just outside the city.
Just outside the city, right? So we come in as you are coming back into the city. Oh, sorry. And Shana, you're walking down the street, and behind you is a small crowd of people. They seem to. You've been like being followed everywhere these days since since you're a bit famous now, and yeah. So people have been following you everywhere, and you're walking down the street. Like, how are you responding to this? Are you getting frustrated, or do you love it, or what's the go? So you've got an inn that sponsors you and an entourage of people that follow you everywhere. You're like the man now, or the woman, I guess. Anyway, so you're heading down the street towards the tavern, where you're sponsored, which I believe they changed their name to the Heroes Tavern, didn't they? Yeah. And yeah, you spot Atlas walking into the gate of the city. What do you do?
I just sort of responded like, okay. Hey. Yeah, that was just, communicating with Balder, Yeah. Wait, how long was I gone?
Bit echoing as well.
Oh, damn. Whoops.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sort of noticed you got a few more people around. Okay. Well.
So your group of people that follow you around, they've got like a short chant. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's something similar to like shark bait, ooh ha ha, something like that. And so when you say there's people all the time, they do that. They're like, Jana, ooh ha ha, and stomp their feet and do some like little dance or some, whatever. It's impressive, but annoying after the 400th time.
Yeah, I just sort of be a little bit startled, just like, okay.
And Romerick, where are you in the city?
Probably asking around about my family, because I can't find them.
Okay. I think there's a move for asking around town.
Yeah. Also, I gotta go
pretty
check my
sure.
pizza now.
Yeah, no worries. Echo? Oh, that's annoying.
Oh, I'm not getting that. Wait, I am getting it. Right.
Is that better?
Yeah. Not as bad though.
Still got 5 minutes.
The sun is super on my screen and I can't see like the entire right side of the screen. I know, right?
Always getting in my
Sun
way.
glare is the worst. That's why I'm a shut-in.
Well, it's coming in through like there's a window in our back door. So there's like no blind on it or whatever. I've got a window right next to me, but that's like boarded up. Now I was sure that there was a move for around town, like just a basic move.
Yeah. Maybe just do wisdom or something. Or would it be intelligence or charisma? I was stuck if it was charisma.
It probably is, you know.
Yeah. Charisma's more like... Yeah, I don't know. Charisma's more persuading and stuff.
Yeah. You know what? I think you're actually defying danger with your charm and social grace. I think you're defying danger through charisma.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, but not as much as you, because you're the one that carries the sword around, right? Like, I'm sure if it ever passed on to somebody else, they'd be all over them rather than you. But as it stands... Okay, so Romerick, charisma it up.
Seriously, is a serious charisma? I'm gonna look
Yep.
this up.
It's
Actually part of the
man,
rules.
You gotta... There's not a basic move for it.
Yeah, so you're just asking around the town, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing? Yeah, it's definitely charisma.
I'm just talking about...
Yeah,
flipping
pretty
my
much any
character
sort of
sheet.
social interaction is
Yeah,
more
yeah,
charisma
yeah, I get
based.
it, I get it. I'm not angry or anything. I'm just looking for my character sheet at the moment. Can't find it anywhere. There's Google Docs.
It wouldn't be on your character sheet.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm just looking for it in general. Because I don't know what my stats are for charisma. If it's just 0 or -1.
Oh, let me hear. I'll give you the link then. Sorry, I assumed you had it open.
Nah, I'm looking for it.
Yeah.
I know if you know it's not plus anything.
Because charisma is -1, by the way.
Okay. Come on, natural 6s.
Oh, he called it.
What?
Wow.
Oh man.
Yeah, so you've found a local hunter. He's married. He's got 2 kids. He is lighter on the tattoos than most other people that you've seen. But yeah, he's a fairly short but skinny and lithe, like tracker and hunter, and he regularly goes through the forests near where you live, and maybe you recognize him, but maybe you don't, or I don't know. Would you recognize him if he's been through your forest before?
Probably, just seen it a few times, maybe conversed here and there. Not much,
Yep.
but you know, light stuff.
Yep. Yeah, so through your sort of broken knowledge of the local language, you're able to talk to him, and he says that he has seen the group of creatures that you're talking about, like your family and whatever.
Yep.
And he said they've been hiding out, like sort of on the edge of the forest, on the foothills of the mountain, and have been not moving very much. And he said that it's unfortunate that the forest is getting so crazy with the monsters there, because he relies on it for his income, you know.
Yeah.
And him and his family are starting to struggle now, and you can see it in the faces of his people.
Yeah,
like,
I've been
his
there
wife
and
and kids, like they're looking a little bit gaunt and a little bit sad.
Alright. I thank him, and I'll probably notify the group and head on my way there.
Yep. Was that the call to go check your pizza?
Yeah, check it out. Be right back.
Alright, I'll skip the other 2. So yeah, you guys meet up in the center of town. What do you do? Anything at all?
Ooh. It's a pretty...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool sword.
So, the sword itself is gold. It's a gold longsword, and along it it has markings that are sort of similar to the tattoos of the people. Like they don't glow blue, but yeah, they're etched all up the blade.
Okay.
Do you have any kind of move that detects magic or detects divine influence or anything like that?
I don't think so.
Yeah, no, I don't think you do. All right.
So I'm just like, yeah, everyone seems kind of impressed by it.
So,
Okay.
a runner comes down the street, and he's calling out your name. He's like, Shana, wielder of the sword, you've been summoned. And, like, this is a young kid, like, probably 13, 12 maybe. And, yeah, he speaks common as fluently as he speaks the local language, like... it's pretty impressive that he knows common. But yes, he runs up to you and tells you that you've been summoned. You and your companions have been summoned to the mayor.
Seems so.
Okay. Mason, are you back yet? Nope.
Gonna say that's a no.
All right, so you guys make your way up to the mayor's. Let's switch the music to something a little more towny, hey? So you guys head up to the mayor's the mayor's joint, I guess. And there's a long lineup of people, or it's more of a crowd really, around the guy that admits people into the mayor's chambers. It's a big crowd of people that's like sort of trying to see in through the doors and see what's going on, and you can hear somebody yelling from inside the chamber. And
Yeah, back now.
cool. So you, Mason, sorry, I should say Romerick, you met the party as they were heading towards the mayor's chambers. Do you want to quickly do that interaction?
Okay.
So I don't think Romerick and Atlas, you guys have met, have you?
No, I don't think so. You'd be like, hey, who's this?
Yeah, I sort of, as I noticed him while moving to the party, I give him my usual greeting bow. Just native to my group. His greeting.
Alice just kind of gives a sort of just like confused look, like he doesn't know how to respond to that. Like, okay. Hey.
I couldn't hear that. I just sort of give a welcoming hello, my name is Romerick, sort of thing.
Hey.
I do all this sort of a little bit hastily, but not trying to be rude. And when I finish my greeting, I just tell the party members that I have an urgent matter to go find my family. I sort of let them know where I'm heading. Romerick sort of agrees, and just goes to listen, but is sort of wanting to go see his family.
Yeah, fair enough. So, yeah, like I described before, when you get there, there's a crowd of people in the entryway to the chambers, and you can hear somebody yelling, from inside. There's a crowd of people outside that sort of were in line to see the mayor, but now they've just heard the commotion and want to see what's going on. And the guy that usually admits people into the chambers stands up and like sort of pushes the crowd aside and coming through, and lets you guys through and opens the door for you into the chambers. And all of a sudden, you know, everybody crowds around you to get a quick peek into the doors and see what's happening. But they're shut not long after you guys walk through. So you enter into the chambers, and familiar as you've seen before, or maybe not. Have you been into the mayor's chambers before, Atlas?
Nope.
Okay, so this is new to you. The mayor is the fattest man you have ever seen. Like, think Jabba the Hutt, kind of fat. Truly gigantic. And he is tattooed from face to toes completely. It almost looks like his skin is just glowing blue because he's got so many of these tattoos that glow like the locals. So yeah, that's his like, beyond noticing that guy, you quickly look into the center of the chambers and notice a guy who is taller than any of you. He must be 8.5 foot tall or something like that. He's like sort of like your head is at his chest, even if you're like a 6 foot person. Really tall, and he's in some fine white and white with gold trimmed, like almost plate mail. And he has the biggest broadsword you've ever seen on his back, like a big two-hander. He's black and bald, and like a... Who's that guy? Oh no. Who's the guy that voiced Coltrane in Gears of War? Oh, I can't remember his name. Anyways, it's just like he's built like a gridiron player.
Yeah, you get what I mean.
He's huge, and he is yelling at the mayor, and there's guards around him, sort of hands on weapons, like ready to bear them if he makes a physical move against him. But you can see that they're sweating pretty bad, like they don't want to have to draw their weapons on this guy. No, he doesn't. So, as you enter, he turns to look at you, and he says, and here strolls Tortabel's great failure. What news have you for us? Since the mayor has completely ruined this domain and ruined everything that... how would he put that? Ruined everything that my league has fought so hard to protect.
I just sort of like quickly sort of whisper over to Deshaun, just like, is he talking to you?
He is looking at you, Shana. You carry the weapon of Tortabel. You're supposed to be, well, if you believe the prophecy, you're supposed to be able to bring peace to this land.
Romerick sort of interjects as peaceful as he can, like calmly, and he just sort of says, "Give peace to land. It takes time. Nothing is achieved in an instant."
Indeed, nothing is ever achieved with you mortals. My name is Bastiel. I'm the head of the League of the Brotherhood of Angels.
Oh.
He turns back towards the mayor and he says, "Now, if you and your..." and then he quickly looks back at you with a derisive face champions don't enact change soon, I will step in. You have 2 weeks. And he strides out of the chamber.
Remick sort of scoffs and laughs and just, yeah. So it doesn't take much in or that.
Do any of you stop him or try to say anything more?
I just sort of, as he's leaving, I'm just like, what the heck did you get yourself caught into? Oh man.
He expects us to defeat the Titans. He says they're awakening and are soon going to take over this land. I don't know if he's correct, but given his knowledge in these matters, I would say we have no choice but to trust his word. I must admit, this brings me great fear. He's got a pretty worried, stressed look on his face. Considering that the Titans were a match for the gods, I'd say that not even the angels have the power to bring them down, and yet Bastiel, in his arrogance, expects us to deal with the problem. He offers no help and offers no forgiveness for inactivity. We're simple people here, farmers, crafters.
Remick grunts that
no
he is
standing
weak.
army. Gone.
Remick just sort of interjects and grunts that the angels are weak. Bet mortals to do their jobs or something like that. Or not uniting.
Indeed. Tell me, Atlas Shana, you're not from around here. Have you heard of the League of Angels before? The League of the Brotherhood of Angels, I apologize. These are such that...
Sorry?
Oh, just talking in there.
Do you want some fizzy or
I just put them.
just water?
To offer fizzy, of all holy things.
Not that busy.
Excuse me.
So, why don't you make a spout law roll, Atlas?
Is that intelligence based?
It is intelligence-based, yes.
Oh damn.
Where's Atlas? -1 intelligence. Well,
Yes, I'm not a smart man.
just call natural 6s and you might get the
Oh, I
lucky
got
rolls
not
well.
natural
That's not
fours.
too bad.
4s, that's not too bad.
Yes.
So, on a 7 for spout law, the GM will only tell you something interesting. It's on you to make it useful. Right, so you have heard of the Brotherhood of Angels before. You know that they're not representative of the divine powers. Like they haven't come from the gods. You don't know whether they were made by a god who has since died or gone inactive or whatever, or whether they are indeed fallen angels. Yeah, you know that they don't represent divine authority.
Okay.
Ooh.
I guess I would sort of just mention that.
Yeah.
I'd be
I
like,
can hear
what the
music
heck
now.
are they doing here? Like, in this sort of thing.
Bastiel has approached me precisely once before. It was on my ascension to this throne, and it was simply to explain who the Brotherhood is and what he expected of us. And what he expected was for us to not interfere with anything they do. Now, having said that, I have not ever heard of them doing anything that we might interfere with. Indeed, I have not ever heard of them doing anything at all. Well, he has suggested that the Titans are awakening.
Oh, that was in the plans anyways.
That was the plan?
Well, some